Okay, actually, can you guys remind me what you've been working on with Ms. Kursko?
X and Y coordinates.
X and Y coordinates, and you've been graphing the ordered pairs, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so today we're gonna, review a little bit on how we graph, and then we're gonna actually make a picture with our coordinate grids. You guys think you know how to do that?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever done that?
Yeah.
You've graphed them, have you ever made a picture
Yeah. I've seen
on a
someone-
whiteboard?
I've seen
You've seen someone do
someone
it?
in someone's class do it.
Okay. Well, first, I want you guys to tell me. So Ms. Kurska talks about the origin, the X, and the Y axis. Can you guys help me label that on my, or pretend this is my grid? Calvin, the org, just give me one. This is the X? Tatiana.
Y is one.
Do you have, if you have to number them? Okay, can anybody tell me, do you know where the origin is, Dio? Can you point to the board? If you need help calling someone.
Right in the corner.
Okay, what does the origin mean? 0, 0. So that's our starting point, right? Okay. Yeah. Alright, now. Do you guys remember what this is called?
Yeah.
What's it called? What's the name of this whole thing? I think it's called an ordered pair. Ordered pair. Noah, can you tell me which number is the x-axis? 3 is the x. And so that makes the y, yep. Okay. If I was to plot this on a grid, what would I plot first?
On 3.
Why would I plot 3?
Because it comes first.
How do I show it on my grid?
You go to 3 here and then you find 5 right here.
So would I go over or would I go up first?
Up.
Why do you say up, Calvin?
Because X is first.
So do I go over? If X is first, do I go over or do I go up?
You go up.
I go up? What do you think, Tina?
Because you did this person thing. You go.
Yep. Remember, Calvin, when we labeled the X and Y axis? This was the X and this was the Y. I can draw mine. It's backwards. So we would go over 3, right? Because this is the X, so you go across first, and then we would go up 5. So it would look something like this if we actually had some grid paper. Okay? So we're gonna set our purpose. Our purpose for today is that you guys already know how to plot the points on a coordinate grid. Today you will learn how to plot the points and connect them to make a picture. I will know you can do this by looking at the picture you made once you have finished and comparing it to my regular copy, or my original copy. So, if you look at your papers, what is the title of the...
The wheels go around.
So what do you think we might draw?
Bus.
Why do you think a bus?
Because the wheels go.
The song, Wheels on the Bus? Yeah. So, this is what our end product, this is what we're gonna do. Do you guys think, doesn't that look like a lot?
Yeah.
I think you guys can do it though. Okay? So first, I'm gonna demonstrate for you a couple, and then we're gonna do them together, and then I'll have you work in pairs, and then I'm gonna set you free and you can finish on your own, okay? Alright, so our first one, can somebody read what the first pair is on our sheet? Dio, can you read me the first pair?
Which one?
Right here.
6, 10.
6, 10. So what am I gonna do first?
5, 6, and 4.
6 on what axis?
The X.
X. So I'm gonna go over 6. Now what's my next number? 10.
Yeah, then you find 10.
Yeah. You guys can do this along with me. So
6 and you go up.
then I go up to the 10.
Then you put a dot.
And then I put my dot. Yeah? Okay. So you guys have been doing that, right? You know how to plot them. Okay. So we're gonna go to the next one, and then we have to add another step in. Yeah. Tatiana, do you wanna read the next one?
Yeah.
1 and 10. You don't put any letter yet.
Can we do this by ourselves?
we're gonna work on it together and then do it. So you should have 2 dots that look like this. And before we move on, we have to, what do you think we have to do, since we're gonna make a picture? We have to connect them. So we're gonna start with the first one. So the 610, the first dot we made, and we're gonna connect it
to 110.
to 110. Okay, what is our next plot? Our next one is
115.
115. So Noah, what do we do? What's our first step?
Go to 1 on the
X-axis. So do we go over or up 1? Over. So we go across 1 and then up to 15. So before we plot our next one, what do you think we're gonna do? Connect it to the last one. So this is where you have to be careful, because you can't, if you mix up which dots you connect, which points you connect, you're gonna be messed up. Your picture's not gonna come out. So you have to make sure you connect it to the one right before it on your paper. So we're gonna connect it to the 110 coordinate.
110
Yep, to the one we just did, the 115. Yep. So when you draw your line, is everyone done with that?
Yeah.
No, not yet. So what's the next one? You already have it down.
6
and 6? 6 and 16. So what did you do first? Went over 6 and up 16.
Do you connect it with the 15?
Where do you think you connected to?
15.
Why do you connect it to 15?
Because
Because it was the one we just did, right? So yeah, connect that. My lines.
is this even right?
Your lines. We don't have rulers, which Miss Kurska said we don't need to use rulers for this, so it might be a little wobbly, but it's okay. All right. So now I want you guys. Yep. Now you can connect those. Yep, you look back on this so you can check these off as you go to help you. And since this was the one we just did, we'll connect it to the one we did. This is the one we did last, so we connect it to this one. So this one, this one. Okay, so now I want you guys to work until I want you to plot the rest of them. You can work together. Yep, you two. And then Calvin and Noah and Dia all work with you. Plot until the stop sign, okay? And then I want you to put your pencil down, and we're going to talk a little bit more, okay?
So we have that one. So we have to connect this with the
So what's your next one? So you just did 6 and 16.
8.
8 and 12. 8 and 20, sorry.
I'm 9.
Do it with you.
Wow, I already finished 922, so I already finished 922. Let's connect. I'm 37.
What are you making sure you're connecting? You need to make sure that you're connecting the one right before it, right?
This is hard. If it's 20, I put it up there. This is hard.
Yep. Why do you? Because remember, what's this? This is the y-axis label. This is the x-axis, and this is the y-axis. So you can look at it like this. You can look at it like this too. This is the x, and this is the y. Do you see that?
22.
Why do you think that we keep connecting them as we go instead of just leaving them all and then connecting them?
Because then you won't know where the line is.
And we'll have to go back and figure out which one came first,
so
right?
That's going to be a lot.
It'd be a lot. So it's easier to just go.
Do we have to do all this? Wow, that is.
Trust me, it goes faster than you think. I did this one myself just to see if I could do it. And it didn't take me too long. Is that your dot? What point are you on? Well, did you grab that one? Okay, what point are you on? What one did you just grab?
37.
So is that this one? What one did you grab before to? So yep, remember what dots do we connect? The one we just did, and then the new one. So yep.
Wait, can I see your bus? Oh. Okay, I'm got it. So it's next.
Yeah, you come in. Nope.
I got the bus with you like that. I've been sitting
Outline. Make sure when we get to the stop sign, we stop.
This is too much work. And this is next year.
Which plot did you just point?
30 is 9.
And you plotted this one before it, so you.
Can I see the finish line? Oh, it's pretty much easy. Yep, okay.
How you coming, Noah?
Done.
Okay. You put your pencil down so I know you're ready.
8, 10. Wait. Oh, 33. It does look like a bus. 1, 2, 3. What do you do?
Are you done, Noah?
Yeah, I thought that stop sign.
I think. Let's look at this one right here.
This is too much work.
I love this open. So what was the last point you got? So 33 and 10. So that's this one. What do you do with that?
You have to stop at the stops. I know this is the last one. Hold on a second. Now we gotta go this way. Done. Stop. This way.
We're gonna go down. Why do you, okay, so well, we'll wait for Dio, he's almost finished. And then we're gonna talk a little bit more, and then you guys are off.
I'm gonna do the whole thing.
Yep.
Okay.
If we don't get it finished, we'll have time later to finish. Because you guys don't have homework tonight since it's Friday.
Yeah. I'm gonna take this home.
You can take it home, you can bring it back, and we can compare them if you want.
Listen, you're not gonna touch.
Otherwise, we can work in our small groups on Monday.
Yes, I will. You can play soccer.
Oh, yeah. She can do it at night. She goes
Yeah, I'm making this.
Okay, is everyone done? Calvin, can you put your pencil down before we move on?
No need for
You have to do it by yourself. Oh, come on.
we continue.
She knows all.
I'm gonna ask you guys one question. Why do you think the stop signs are here? Let's, Dina.
I have to tell you what stuff you have to do so you wait before you do it.
So what did we notice about all of these?
Um,
Did we pick our pencil up at all?
yeah.
Well, we did pick our pencil up. That was a bad question on my end. But this means, the stop sign means that it's gonna be a new set of plots on our grid. So like, for example, we'll pick this one right here. And we'll say that's one of the windows. So we only plot those. That means, since we're at the stop sign with this, you guys ended down here. You're not gonna connect that to your next point. You start fresh, like you started in the beginning. Okay? So every time you hit a stop sign, you didn't make sure that you're not connecting the dots to the previous ones like we had been. So now you guys can move on. You gotta follow your points. You can't just draw the picture and otherwise it will mess it up. So you guys can keep going. You can work on your own or with partners, whatever you need. If you need help. What do you think that is? The door, yeah. That's because the door would be taller than the window, or would be longer than the windows, right? So you kind of want to put it into perspective. You can do it, Tatiana. What are you confused on, Diana? What does it say? What plot are you on? Which one am I looking for? 11, 10. So what are you going to do first? Did you go over 11, you wanna cross, yeah. You wanna cross 11 and up 10, okay? And your next one,
This one was not the S.
remember, this was the end one, remember what we do when we end? It's that stop sign, so we start over, so we don't connect them all.
So if we finish all of this, we get to color a picture?
Yep, you can color it. If you want, we probably won't get to coloring today, but
too long.
what did you have? 11, 10, and 11, 20.
We're done.
You hit the next stop sign, so now what do you do?
Continue.
Continue. This one needs to go up another. Is that on 19 or 20? The lines are kind of bad on the grid paper, so once you get to the end.
Oh, it's supposed to be on 20.
Mm-hmm.
It's a door.
You think it's a door?
One,
You guys' lines are a lot straighter than mine.
5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11.
What is the stop sign?
Hmm?
What is the stop sign?
You got to the stop sign? Okay, you can keep going. Now, do you know what to do? Remember, we got confused before. We're not gonna connect it to this point.
I messed up. Can I see a paper? I didn't even write the way I did it.
Yeah. Now, what were you supposed to do before you?
Connect them.
Did we remember what we said? Because it gets really confusing when we just. So now you have to look back on your paper and see which one you plotted first. I look at your grids
I
and
did this one.
find the points.
So I go this way, I connect it to me.
What was your first one? Which one did you start on? So you started on 31 and 11. 31, 11 is this one. And then 30 and 10. So this one. So we draw the line. Yep. And then you had 31 and 9.
This one?
Mm-hmm. And then 32 and 10.
This one?
Mm-hmm. And then we went back to 31 and 11.
Oh,
What's that? That's not 31 and 11, is it?
I didn't.
And when you guys are doing this, you might get thrown off because some things that you connect don't connect till later.
That's what I
Is that what you did? Yep. So that kind of threw me off when I was doing it for myself.
Does this not connect to this
See, that's one of the things. No, it doesn't, because we had a stop sign, so we had to pick up our pencil, and that was a different group.
What?
I need help. 31 and 11.
Oh, did you graph these? This one connects to that.
Oh, this is so confusing.
How about 31 and 11?
I'm really confused.
You're done. Yep.
No,
Because you already plotted that one, that's this one. It had it from, this is 32 and 10, you just had to draw that line. So it just had, you didn't have to plot it again. Dio came across one and he found that he had the same point already plotted. He had the same ordered pair that was already plotted once. So he didn't have to plot it again, it just meant he had to connect it from the previous point.
This one?
What do you have? Okay. Which one did you start with?
so it's 31 and 11.
So 31 and 11 is that one.
And
Then-
30 and 10.
30 and 10, so that's that one. And then is this one 9? So-
Miss McDowell, like, this one has like 2. Do I connect it again?
You already did that. This is this.
What?
You're on to the next
What do
one.
I connect this?
6,
What point are you on? Let's look at your points.
1, 2,
So you're on 6 and 9?
5, 6,
I was on 6 and 9. This one we just connected.
Nope, that's 6 and 10. So you just erase that.
6, and 11.
This is 9, 8. I don't know. And then we have 9 to 8. It says right there.
Okay. What is that the point you have next? Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So easy. Okay. 9, 12. Let's see.
7 and 8. Did you connect 10?
10, 9.
Yeah, I didn't connect this one. So,
Oh, this is so.
I think you, oh, sorry. I think you might have missed one.
Oh, yeah.
Does anybody have a regular pencil?
And then 6 and 5, I think. I don't know, we might need to start over on this one. Just on this group. So, give me that eraser.
Yeah.
Wait, do I connect this?
Okay, so what did you do? The first one? 6 and 9. And then what's, so you can cross that one out on your paper. What's the next point?
6
6 and 11. So what are you going to do? So,
cross 6 and 10 and 11. 1, 2, 7.
yeah. Okay, so remember you connect, you connect the point you just plot, or the point you previously plotted to the one you just did.
So I connect
Yep.
that.
Mm-hmm. You just a straight line down.
9, 8. 7, 12. 2,
How you coming, girls?
Is this even right?
What are you forgetting to do?
I didn't do this. The wheels right.
It's okay. It's just because your lines aren't straight, so it looks a little goofy. How you know?
7, 8. Do I connect these?
Remember, you need to connect after you plot each one. Yep. So like I said before, it gets tricky if we don't connect them right away. So that's what we really need to remember to do.
So I this wheel. 6, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Huh?
Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is.
Oh, this one.
Does it look like? I don't. He has the
I
picture.
already did 6,
I
9.
think it looks pretty good.
So this one. I already did 6, 9. So I'm just gonna pass that out.
What does that mean? You have to connect them, right? What does it mean when you have two of the same? Like this one started and you already plotted it. You connect it back. That one's there. You already plotted the pair, but you have to connect this one to something. Otherwise, there will be an open line. So it's just, yeah.
I'll push this to the door. The door's there.
Like, is this like, where do I put this from?
Where are you at?
You did this first.
I did.
What one did you plot? Can you show me 21 and 20?
Yeah.
Where's that?
Who I connect this?
Yeah, and then you do 21, 16. That one goes straight down.
Right here?
Did it right.
No. Connect.
25, 16.
16, so just go to 25 and make sure you're good. Are you on 25? Are you sure? Or is that 26? I think you're too far over.
26. I'll do it right.
You think? What do you have to do at that point before you move on? This one.
I think I'm forgetting.
I know. That makes it hard, doesn't it?
Yeah. But what about the line in the middle?
You'll get to it. Because you don't have the lines. That's why I said it's kind of confusing because that's the stop signs group it out.
It does sections.
Yep. It doesn't complete it all at the same time.
I really remember.
Good. That's no deal.
Nothing. Not. I don't know. I guess it looks like, but then have to do this one.
Okay, so you have 8. What are you on? Which point is, or which one's 8 and 21? That one?
21.
And then you have to go to 9, 21. And then you have to do 9.
I'm confused. I thought you said it was 9.
So this is 8, 21. 9, 21 would be right here. So it'd be 1 over. And so then you have to go to, where are we at? 9, 22. So you're going to go 1 over. It's going to be like that.
Wait, what do you have? 8. I can't remember that one.
9.
No, there's not a line in the middle. It's those.
We're not finished this time.
Okay, that's fine.
I don't know.
Did Miss Kurska say what time you guys needed to be back?
No, but I know Richmond, so.
I think we're already into enrichment.
We got 4 to 3 minutes left. Because it ends at 10:50.
Okay. Keep working. Keep plugging away. Okay, which one are we on?
9:21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You already did that one. You already did all those, yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, guys, I want you to finish up. If you're gonna stop, I want you to get to the next stop sign. And then we can pick our papers up.
I get it. Oh, I have to kind of this one.
I think we're on to this one. You already done all these.
Oh, I did.
Yep.
Are you supposed to connect them?
So then 29 and 10. When you get to the next stop sign, you can hand me your paper, and I'll keep it until I'll ask Miss Crystal what she wants us to do with
Is
them.
that the, are you supposed to connect them?
Have you plotted it yet? Okay. That's what it looks. It might look confusing because they're not all connected right away.
I'm done.
Okay.
I got 4 more.
I'm gonna do it in the classroom.
Can I have your papers? There, your name. Make sure your names are on both, please.
Done.
Names,
Oh, names.
please.
But no eyes.
Just chipping away. Can you put? Oh, you got your name on both of them. I'll take them.
You're so good. He good. Wait, 21 banana.
Me and Noah are like almost on the same time.
I only have to do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
I'm gonna collect them and I'm gonna see what Miss Kirsko wants you guys to do because I think the rest of the class was doing them too.
Yeah.
But it's hurt my hand.
Are you done, Noah? All right, you 3 can head back. Please walk quietly. Thank you for working hard, guys.